Time is a key ingredient in understanding the environment. The more society expands, the more it feels the environment, layering artificial meaning over natural experience. This is why society often feels like fate, because the longer it lasts, the more it's mistaken for nature. But society is not nature. It is the memory of past selves pretending to be truth. The Overman sees this. He sees that his birth and time was not a choice, but his interpretation of it is. He understands that society is not reality. It's one layer of it. And that the environment is not static. It is always shaping and being shaped. Most people live their lives reacting to the environment without ever seeing it. The Overman learns to observe, deconstruct it, and when necessary, rebuild it. Environment is the self's first teacher. Before you speak a word, before you have a name, you are interpreting the world around you. The womb itself is your first environment. Sound, warmth, rhythm. Then you emerge into light, air, touch, and time. You don't come into this world with ideas. You come into this world with senses. And from that very first moment, your body is absorbing the conditions of existence: temperature, tone, presence, absence. Your earliest cries are a negotiation with the environment. I am here. Will the world respond? And this is not a question of language, but of meaning. You are already making meaning before you understand what meaning is. This is where universal consciousness begins to dance with the physical. It looks at what is: a room, a face, a sound, and it begins to wonder, what could it be? This is why the environment is not just a container, it's a canvas. A toddler doesn't see a stick. They see a magic wand, a sword, a staff. A blanket becomes a cape. The mundane becomes myth. The self does not passively exist in the environment. It plays with it, shapes it, assigns it value. This is where the creative force of humanity begins, in the environment. We are meaning makers precisely because we are born into a world that means nothing until we say what it means. You are given a body, a home, a family, a name. Then you are told what those things are, but you decide what they become. And yet, environment is also an inheritance. You were born into a moment in time. You do not get to choose it, but it shaped you. This is why time and history must be considered part of the environment. A person born in 1812 will not see the world the same way as someone born in 2020 does. One inherits candles and carriages. The other inherits climate change and Instagram. Your place in time is part of your environment. You are a single chapter of a much longer story. The dirt you stand on was walked by people you'll never meet. The language you speak was shaped by mouths long dead, and the culture you carry will be passed to others whether you want it to or not. This is the paradox of the self. On one hand, the universe is seen entirely through your eyes. You are the protagonist of reality, but on the other hand, you are not the center. You are part of the environment, just like everyone else. You are the world trying to know itself. And eventually, you will become part of someone else's world. You will become someone else's environment. Your presence, your absence, your words, your choices will all echo beyond you.